Hello, welcome to IO Code. IO Code is a YouTube channel where I post program related content such as programming tutorials, programming software installation, and even algorithmic video. Now, if any of those videos is what you love to see in the coming days, is subscription to the channel and also pinging that notification bell will do you more good. So, in today's video, we'll be looking at how to install and set up the Postgres DBMS inside of our local machine. So at first, what is Postgres? PostgreSQL is a database management system that we can use to run SQL queries and also create database in our own machine and even in development server. So with all those stated, let us look at how to install and set up Postgres inside of our machine. At first, I will open up Chrome and then we'll move over to the endpoint Postgres sql.org/download, and then we want to choose our operating system. If you are running on Linux, Mac OS or Windows, you just have to make a choice yourself. So I'm going to be installing on Windows, so I'll click on Windows and we want to download the installer. So I click on this link right here at the top that says download the installer, and then we want to download for Windows x86 64. So if you are running on Windows architecture of 64-bit, this is what you have to just click. You have to click on this download icon right here, and you have to note that this version, they are not supported for Windows x32 except for version 10.23 below. So all you have to do is click on this to download the latest version of PostgreSQL, and here we have this page and it says your download should begin in a few seconds. Yes, my download has started already, so this is it. Now I'll pause the video, and when the download is complete, we'll come back and begin with the installation process. And so now we are done with the download. I'm right here, I'm inside of my download directory. I want to begin with the installation of PostgreSQL. So I'll click on the installation file. Now the setup wizard has popped up. So yes, we just click on next, and this should be our installation directory inside of our program files. So click on next again, and these are the components that Postgres has to install to complete the installation. You say select the components you want to install, select the components you don't want to install, click next when you are ready to continue. So I think all of this are pretty much what you will need. So you just click next to continue with the installation, and next again. Now you want to set a password a username for your database. So at first we'll be prompted to the password. So I'll give my password as root, and I'll retype the password again, root again, because that's easy to understand and keep track of. And next, then by default the port is 5432, and I think I'll leave as is, and I'll click on next. Okay, let us see. So I'll leave this as default locale. Then next, setup is now ready to begin installing Postgres on your computer. You'll click next, and installation will get started. So our installation has completed, and it took quite some time. So I had to pause the recording and continue when the installation was complete. Now the stack builder you see here is a tool that helps us download additional modules or dependencies if we are working on a project that requires PostgreSQL to make use of those dependencies. So for now, we just want to launch our PostgreSQL application, and we don't need any other dependencies for that. So I just uncheck this stuff, and then I'll finish the installation. So that's the end of the installation, but let's check to see that Postgres is working as expected. So what we'll do is come over to our search bar here, and then we'll search for CMD, which is command line. Then we'll click on CMD, and we want to connect our host to the PostgreSQL. Now to connect PostgreSQL, you make use of the command PSQL and you do a dash capital U, which stands for the username, and you do Postgres, and you do dash host 5432, don't forget that was the host, and you do the password, which is root. And as you can see, we have this error that says PSQL is not recognized as an internal or external command. The reason is because our environment variable is yet to take note of this PostgreSQL. So we have to solve that aspect before we connect our local machine to the Postgres instance. Now we move over to the Windows tab at the bottom, and then we want to search for environment variable. And we have to edit by adding our Postgres directory to that environment variable, to the environment part. And right here, click on environment variables, and going over to part at the bottom, we want to add a new part to this list of variables, and we'll have to click on browse, and then scroll down to this PC, over to the local disk and program files. Then look for, here we have Postgres, and this is it. And just click on the bin folder or the bin directory inside of the version and click OK, OK, and OK, then OK. Then I have to close command prompt again, and then we'll open it up again. CMD. So we have the command prompt open. Now we are going to connect the proper word by saying PSQL. Then we'll use the capital letter U for the username. That should be Postgres, not my name. And then the next should be the port 5432, and then dash H for localhost, which is the host. Then I click on enter. Then we have to provide the password for the user. That should be root, don't forget. Yes, we have Postgres and terminal coming up already. Now, to show that our DB is working, we just want to list the database. So for that, we just do a slash, if /L, and this command is going to list all of the database. We have the database. So that is for the complete installation and setting up of the Postgres instance inside of our local machine. And that brings us to the end of this video. Please do well to subscribe, share your thoughts by asking your questions in the comment section below, and also like this video. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next one.